She reached out to open the car door, and her hand passed right through it. She jumped in, but the two cops inside didn't even notice her. Weird, right? It gets worse. The same two officers showed up at her house. They started searching through her things. She shouted at them. Nothing. One of them walked straight through her. That's when it hit her. She was dead. But how? She didn't remember anything. So she followed the cops back to the crime scene. That's where she saw it. Her own body. Tied to a tree with a whip. Dressed in something way too revealing. And on her arm, a strange set of numbers carved deep. No other clues. Just then, she felt a sharp cramp in her stomach. She brushed it off. The cops headed to her best friend's place. When her BFF heard she was dead, she broke down crying and started telling the most embarrassing stories ever. The dead woman stood there like, "Really? This is what you remember?" That stomach pain hit her again, and this time the lights started flickering. The cops asked if she had any close relationships. BFF paused, then said, she had a recent ex-boyfriend. Instantly the woman was sure. It had to be him. But when the cops found him, he said he'd been with his new girlfriend all night, and her little brother could vouch for him. That made her furious. He dumped her, and moved on that fast. She shoved him into one of the cops. They started arguing. After that, she decided, if no one else would solve her murder, she would. She returned to the station. Most of the officers were slacking off, joking, eating, ignoring the case. Except one. A young female officer was still digging through the evidence. Later, the woman went back to her own home. Something on the wall caught her eye. A photo of her and her BFF. And right behind her in the picture was the same whip that tied her to that tree. Her heart dropped. The killer was her best friend. She snapped, stormed into her friend's house, and unleashed pure chaos. Lights exploded. Glasses shattered. The entire room shook. Her BFF freaked out. Just then, her little brother walked in. They argued, and the girl screamed.
Stupid crush is different than 8 years of friendship.
That's when the woman froze. The brother had a crush on her. She crept into his room and found him chatting with someone, talking about women with pure hatred, explaining how to kill them in brutal step-by-step detail. Now she knew. He was the real killer. The next day, the female officer received a strange package. Inside was a note. Connect the dots. She looked again at the photo, the whip in the background, then spotted a game controller with the same number carved on the victim's arm.